What up, YouTube? Sean here. It is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2014. It's a perfectly sunny day out in Colorado, and I'm choosing to stay inside to record a room tour for the transition period between spring and summer. So, official 2014, 2014, beginning of the year room tour for you guys. Whatever. Let's get started. Okay, so first off, front door, which I have to give a shout out to David DeFranco here on this one for giving me this idea. That owl sticker has been up there for, 2.5 close to 3 years now. Okay, moving on. Antenna for digital TV. Funny tidbit. When it comes to channels that I get up here and that my parents get downstairs on the cable box, I actually get the TV signal sooner before they do, so I get to see an action happen before they do downstairs. Quite funny. So then, got my selection of coats, got let's see here, short heavy material one, then we've got my nice leather trench coat. Freaking love this thing. Then my heavy set material trench coat. This thing has a fake fur inner liner that zips in. Haven't worn that thing yet, but no, actually I have, and it is quite nice. Moving on, foam that I made an outline on for a project that never got out of the ground, probably never will. Actually a seed for people when I need it, and actually those I haven't said what I'm going to do with those, and that is actually not staying in here for long, so it doesn't matter. So then so moving on to this, I work at a store that was and it was throwing this way, so I was able to save it from the trash can compactor. I had to burr up my weird rear to get a 3DS so I could play this game, but that's starting to fade off. I'm probably just going to wait for both of them to go out and sale at some point. That's how I roll. So then behind that, got my dresser, mostly, which interestingly enough, I have almost no shirts left in it because they're all in my closet, which you'll see in a bit. Then that I brought down so I could figure out what to do with it. So then up on the wall, here's some nerdgasm for you. My Ruby Volume 2 poster and my Team Ruby poster. I freaking love these things. Whoever it was that designed these at Rooster Teeth, I have to give some big props to you. You did a great job. Freaking love those things. Freaking love Ruby. Moving on. So, door to my closet, outside of which has some, let's see here. A picture of the Holy Family that I have yet to put back up because I took it down. Obviously, then that sign was in the garage a few years ago. I brought it up here because I like the look of it. Plus it makes this into a bit more of a shelf. So then, collection of belts and ties, then some short sleeve overshirts. Then, let's see here, moving on. My work clothes, red and khaki. Guess where I work. So then moving into my closet. So, I know I'm pretty sure I have at least one other room tour from in this room. And if you go back to look at that, this closet is normally just a mess. I mean, you can't step a single foot in here. I done cleaned it out real nice. I threw a hell of a lot of shit away. Actually, it's mostly on the hallway now. Still have to get rid of it. So then, this has been all nice and clean. Got my shirts organized. My boxes are organized for the first time in this collection's existence. Then, let's see. I've got some books, some DVDs, hard drives, and a couple of Apple boxes up here. So then, of interest, I've got my PowerMac G5, which I remember one of those for so long. Then when I finally got my hands on this one, I really abused it. Still works though. It still works. I did manage to abuse its video editing capabilities though. iMovie HD probably hates me. Oh, then of last interest is my two military surplus backpacks. So then moving on to this part of the room. So then starting from the bottom end, my iPhone is going off. Inside my server cabinet, which the only reason why I have this is because I did some work for my uncle and this is how he repaid me. I ain't complaining, the thing's like a freaking safe. It's solid as hell. This thing probably weighs like 300 pounds. Well, at least loaded down. So then inside here we got two Mirador G4s. I think they're both like 1.42 gigahertz with like a gig and a half of RAM each or something. So then I've got a hollowed out plastic case that my rocket just fell out of. So yeah, that's what that contains. Then we've got some VHSs. Yes, I still rock VHS tapes from time to time. So then of note or interest, we've got October Sky, then Young Indiana Jones, Phantom Channel 2 on top. I freaking love that one. Then the original Indiana Jones trilogy on VHS. Then this is a piece of audio video equipment, or maybe just video, I forget what. Then let's see your other rocket. Then actually I have a BB gun in there. So then up top we've got a Sun Serve that I forget where I snagged this. They were just throwing it away. Then let's see here. Case for my and my dad's a Dremel kit. Then thing I got from a NASA, not convention, but like visitor place in Tennessee when she went out to visit my aunt. Moving on to my shelving unit, starting up top. Homeschool Boeing trophy. Anyone recognize this? Anyone see the original Tron? This is what they based the original. Was it? I think it's light disc. I'm not sure, but the disc weapon is what was based off of this. It's a freaking hard drive platter. I think it had like a 8 meg size, so a total of 60 meg. Dang, how times have gone. So then we've got a G4 Cube. Got that from the trash because people had just finished up a yard sale. I've never fired it up. I don't really ever plan to. Heatsink from an old Dell computer that I just like the look of, so I keep it. Let me see here. I think that same gold one is. I think that's Saint Joseph and Baby Jesus, and I should know who that is, but I forget. And that's obviously the Blessed Virgin. Then two things of holy water. Then elongated shot glass, attitude adjuster. Yeah, we especially need. Oh, sorry, attitude adjuster. Yeah, we definitely need that these days in Washington. Then this is pretty cool. I've got a box containing a legitimate slide rule, and it even comes with a leather case that you clip onto the side of your belt. No idea what this is. My brother was throwing it out. I just like the look of it, so I kept it. And of course it fell. So then a picture of me and my, I think it's great uncle on his tractor, of which there's a representation, if you could say. So I don't remember him much. I was obviously very young. So then moving to the shelf below, I've got a NASA night launch poster. I don't know if I'll ever put that up. Then let's see here. Walkie-talkies, those you don't need to know about. Postcard from Santa Fe, New Mexico, when my sister went on a girls' trip there. Then two things of for PNY flash storage. Two walkie-talkies I just keep here so I know where they are. Let's see here. Portable Beyblade same from when Engine Gear was legit. I still love that series. Then my two, I guess you could say, first generation of the current series or whatever for Beyblade. I freaking love Beyblade more than I ever did Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, though I still had some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Then that, sorry, I'm listening to my sister outside. Then this bin, I think it normally just contains like other Beyblade stuff. Yeah, but I also have some other crap inside there for semi-permanent storage. Then shelf on the bottom, our old Quest DSL router. Yes, I'm using these terms correctly. Comcast is what we have now. We freaking love their digital cable, especially now that we have some extra income. But our quest out here sucks, so go Comcast. Then various computer software, CDs and DVDs. Battlefield 1942 complete collection for the PC. Oh yes, PC Master Race all the way. I think I lost last year. I had a roommate and I let him borrow this or / take it with him when he went back home to Kansas City during a school holiday. I think one or two of the early Pearl Harbor World War II CDs got lost, so that campaign is really not installable or playable at the moment. Then, but Vietnam still works, and that one was always fun. Funny story behind that. We'll not get into that too long. So then, any of you ever played these? Empire Earth, and I've even got the Art of Conquest expansion. And what the hell? Freaking phone's going off. Put that on pause. Okay, I am back. Guys, don't ever grow up. Life's a pain in the butt. So then, after the Empire Earth ones, let's hear cases for those, then some audio CDs. Whole bunch of junk of interest here is the wireless microphone. Then got some, let's see here. They're 4A cork bars, which come with some adhesive. And let me tangent here. These things are great because you can put your posters up real nice on your walls with these, because they come with a double stick tape. Then this foam's like a 1/4 inch thick or something. So you can. They're pretty easy to use. Like what I did with these posters was clean the hell out of the wall first, then dry fit the posters. Then I made markings at where the edges are. Then I put up the bars in accordance to where those markings were made, so that I had some overhang for when I make the punctures in the edges. Great stuff. So then box for my buffering radio, see that in a bit. Halo 1 PC. Didn't play too much. Pretty fun though. Trucking game also on the PC. Never played much of that. Then just some random books and files, whatnot. Next shelf down. Let's see. This is basically just the extra PC hardware shelf. So an audio card. Anyone remember these old Apple display adapters, DVI to VGA? Yeah, there's fun. Then let's see here. PC PC laptop memory. Then some books on let's see, robotics, microcontrollers, and all that fun stuff. I think that's a picture of the car that my uncle drove when he was in like Germany or something. I don't know. Irrelevant for now. Then more PC memory, PC cards. Then these are pretty kick-ass. These are actually the CPU heatsink modules from the old Power Mac G5 towers. That's pretty kicking stuff. Then audio switch played that my church threw out. So, and what I mean by switch played was we had the master audio coming in on, say, this switch. Then we could split it between, say, main center right, then center left in the main body of the church. So then moving on, random assortment of books. Actually, this is really cool. This has a bit of family history behind it. It's my sister's old, sorry, you're not looking at it, old ass Nintendo Game Boy. It still works. And I even think that battery pack works too. So then this actually simple robot that's actually a moving metal detector. Pretty fun. My poncho, then some PC fan hardware. These ones are pretty cool. These are like little turbine fans that I pulled out of let me see here. I think it was a UPC cooling unit. Haven't been able to figure out how to power those up from an external source, but still working on it. So then that shelf is not really important, doesn't have anything on it. Then spare shoes. Then this part of the room is a combo of me and my dad that still has to get clean, so I'm not gonna go over much of it. But and actually within the next few months, hopefully this won't be here, because the plan is to let's see here. Yeah, that should do it. The plan is to take all the house computer stuff and put it onto a desk over here. Then move my bed from the room where it is now back in here. So this will all be my room. Sorry, you're probably getting a really a good close-up shot of my face. Then make my current bedroom the sewing room. Or, yeah, then move the house computer downstairs. You don't need to know this. I'm just giving you a heads up. So then, skipping most of this except for the radios, my dad and I are both registered amateur radio operators. Yaesu FT2800M. Used to use this every Sunday. Actually, we probably still do. I just go to bed before the night starts. Then Kenwood TM733 FM dual bander. I don't use that radio much. I just think it's up here for storage. Then, so this is just full of random stuff of interest. Here are my let's see here. Built this in a college course. Let me go ahead and turn it on. It's basically just a random number generator, like an electronic dice. Has a few bugs because it's a little old and a little overused at this point, but it's still pretty cool. Then, so right here got the beginnings of my small knife collection. So first one here is my cold steel true flight thrower knife. Haven't been able to practice with this one too much since I got it last year, but I should be able to start picking up practice again, at least once I get some more cardboard. Then this one I picked up from a yard sale in the area. It's a nice buck knife. It's pretty solid too, considering it's just two pieces. Then underneath that is my missile, which I haven't used in a bit, which is probably not a good thing. So put that away. So then house printer, nothing too much of interest here. Let's see here. Down here we've got external hard drives I used to use on the G5. Then yeah, I was about to say old backpack, but no, this is the backpack that I normally use. Then up here, continue OS 10. So then my first custom-made machine is inside of a Thermaltake V4 case. AMD Athlon X2 dual core, obviously. Let me see here. Is that 2.8 gigahertz? It had 4 gig of RAM. It had or has, I should say, AMD Radeon HD 5770, I think it was. Okay, so then, oh shoot, I almost forgot. This reminded me of something I forgot, but Presidential Physical Fitness Award, I highly doubt I would win the blue one these days. But over here, I've got some, I think I got these from either my dad or my mom. They collected these a long time back, but let me see here. They're just some NASA. I think they're all the Gemini missions or something. Then next to that we've got my satchel. Then on this wall we've got high school graduation diploma poster for I think it's the Arizona World War II Memorial at Pearl Harbor. Then a USS Arizona hat. then of minor interest is this thing. My dad got 2 of those, gave one to my niece and nephews. We have no idea what it is, but we just let the kids play with it. So moving on back over here, got binoculars. You know where one recognizes what this is? One recognizer from Tron. Well, Tron Legacy, but still looks similar to this in the original Tron, as if. But if anyone knows what this and the original design was based off of, leave a comment. Let's see who wins. So then Red Halo Spartan, then Master Chief from when actually I think it was when 10th anniversary edition of Combat Evolved came out, or around that time anyway. Then some copy things. My dad just collects these from work. So then before we hit up the desk, let's see if I tell you to do that. So then above we got air to circulate fan to circulate air in this room, rulers, speakers that I will just switch up between these 2 computers. Then see, that's the antenna for the scanner I still have but been disconnected for months. Then that I know what that is, but I forget what it's called. Basically it's just let's see here, purpose-built demo for like solar-powered movement. I know what it is, I just can't explain it. So then move on. Got some little figures from, I think it's a German company. Yeah, I think it's German, but the company is called a Skull H. I think that is. I got those from a Monastery bookstore a few years back. No, not a few years, like a decade back or something. Then my old camo hat, my current camo hat, Duck Dynasty. I love that show. Then this one says natural gas, naturally better. My mom got that from Tennessee when she went to visit my aunt. So then nothing else of interest there. Then my first hat that I truly loved. Then sorry, I lost my thought. Then a PC bar I just collected, I thought looked cool. So then moving on to the main attraction here. So then underneath the first computer, which you already saw, just trash, I need to clean that up. That's what underneath this does. It's just a bad assortment of let's see here, CDs, DVDs, keyboards, mice, wires. Yeah, wire mess. You ain't a geek without one of those. So then close these down here. So then Mac Mini, which I'm just working on to make sure it's still operational. Here, if I go ahead, pull up the spec sheet here, checking my time. So then it's sorry, you can't see that at all. 1.66, 2 gig of RAM, and I'm rocking fan-made Ruby wallpaper. I freaking love this show, guys. I can't wait for Volume 2 to come out. Then I have a white MacBook, rocking a 2.1 gigahertz Core 2 Dual with 2 gig of RAM. That thing is pretty kick-ass for what it is. So then moving right along. So then I think this is like just a 22-inch Apple DVI cinema display. I've got to sit on some bugs and the thing works great. I've never had any issues with it. So then lock flask. I've always wanted one of those. It's just really there for show. Then Season of MASH, Frozen, love that one. Ruby Volume 1 on Blu-ray. How much do you think I love this show? Then let's hear Rapid Trolls Season 1, Season 2, Blu-ray DVD. Then this is all the Blu-ray. Spice and Wolf, all your Scarlet Ammo, Full Metal Alchemist, Conqueror of Shambhala, then Star Trek Pirates of the Caribbean series, yeah, whatever. You can just look at it. So then over here got my TV. It's a 32-inch. Freaking hell. Bloody hell again. Okay, so continuing from that freaking interruption, Insignia, I think, is the Best Buy brand. 32 inches at a full 1080 PHD. Freaking, this TV freaking rocks. It's got a 3 HDMI in, which I'll show, two of which are being used, and I'll show you what those go to in a minute. So then, let's see here. Currently reading Nagima. I've just started. I freaking love anime, but I just started reading mangas, and so far I've got let's see here, all of card captors under my belt. Then obviously working on this. There was one other one I can't think. Sakura Hime, that's what else. I freaking loved that one. That was actually what I read first, even before Sakura. So, anime and manga nerd. Moving on. Final Fantasy 13 for the 360, GTA 5 for the 360. Haven't beat the well, I'm obviously currently working on this. Beat the campaign, reached level like 32 in multiplayer. Haven't touched it since I gave up my Xbox Live account, which I'm not regretting. Or, well, I'm not regretting, to be clear. So then, just an assortment of stuff. More games, Call of Duty 2 for the 360, Red Dead Redemption with all the DLC and whatnot. Then a little rubber silicone keyboard that's hooked up through USB to the 360 so I can do messaging. Then, okay, then here we've got a notebook that I use for taking permanent notes. So then, again, so moving on again, my third 360 controller, because my Xbox wireless one, the battery doesn't hold out too long, but it still works. Then back behind that is my GameStop gamepad. The left thumbstick is going out. It doesn't register forward movement all the time. So then, yeah, iPhone 5s with a ruby wallpaper. So then, here's the Bullfang radio that you saw the box to earlier. So then, my Samsung Smart Blu-ray player. Then underneath that is my Xbox 360 Black Slim. I think it was, pretty sure that was the first Xbox 360 Slim that they released. 250 gig hard drive, which, guys, that's way too small, especially for someone like me. Moving on, that's irrelevant. Then my coin can, I want to say. So then, moving on to my PC, we've got let's see, I'll start with the monitors. Got two Seekmaster 245 BW monitors. Guys, these monitors are awesome. Let's see, my friend that my dad knows was getting rid of both of these, so he picked them both up, but they were at separate times. So then I used them. I freaking love these things. So then let me see here. I'll do some skipping here. They're hooked up to that computer, which is my dad has another friend that's a gamer like me, and so this is his old, and I say old custom machine. He just didn't use it anymore, and it was taking up too much space. So then it's got a AMD Phenom 2. It shows up as a X4, but it's really an X3 because it's one of those unlocked processors sold as a dual core, but I was able to activate the third. So there's that 3.2 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM on a 64-bit OS. This machine rocks. I do everything on it. So then you can see what I mostly use there. Okay, so then underneath we've got the controller and the speakers for my Logitech Z4 system. I think this, let's see here, last time I looked, the I think the system is still being sold, but it's been updated till it's like the Logitech Z something. It's another 2.1 system. There's the subwoofer back there, but problem with that I don't like is that the control unit is built into one of the speakers, so it's not separate. But I love the separate controller interface, so I probably wouldn't really ever get that. But I'm not looking to replace these anytime soon, so they work great. I mean, they sound awesome. So then here, wallpaper is 2 Ruby fan-made ones. Then time for some shameless plugs. So then obviously my YouTube channel, if you how would you know I have never mind, forget that thought. So you can see what that recent activity is. Then I recently revived my Twitter account, so I'm at Seanzilla. I'm not really that much of an active tweeter, at least yet. I'm starting to get back into the habit of it, but so if you just want to follow me to see what I'm doing from time to time, I'm at Seanzilla on Twitter. So then anyway, and I use a janitor because for what I need with Twitter, it's customizable enough. I've got right now I'm keeping an eye on hashtag GSkyrim and app Booster Teeth. Then I actually have this set to auto. Okay, I'm back again. Hopefully I can get through the rest of this without anything interrupting. So anyway, as I was saying about janitor, I have it set to auto launch onto this monitor, so it's always open. So then in front of here we've just got random stuff. My knife, my watch, microfiber, my wallet, Halo 3 that I'm trying to sell to a friend, her CD copy of the Ruby soundtrack that I made, glass case, my house keys, my car keys. So the reason why these two aren't just my keys is my vehicle died a few weeks back, so I'm using my mom's vehicle until I can get a different one. So then I'm underneath the monitor is just papers full of notes, and I've got a thing of notes right here that's held together by a clip because it needs it. Then a cigar box that my mom gave me that I used to hold like pens, pencils, whatever, and it still has like a cigar aroma in there. Then a G drive case that I stuck my 2 terabyte hard drive into, because hard drive that wasn't there died and it's a SATA interface on the inside. So then, yeah, there's that. My card reader that I use with this camera because it takes an SD card, which I prefer above all else. So then this laptop is a Dell Latitude D620. And let me see if I can pull up a quick spec sheet here. And again, it's got a Ruby wallpaper on it. So then it's Intel Core 2 at a 2 gigahertz with 2 gig RAM, 64-bit OS. So it's not kick-ass, but it definitely works. I don't ever horsepower or anything through it, but it definitely performs for what I needed. And I've just got iTunes open with Ruby Volume 1 soundtrack. Okay, so then down here real quick, just a tub full of personal stuff, bag of tools. My work boots are both steel toe. I switch between them. Hey guys, once I started with boots, I never went back. Once I started with steel toe, you ain't getting me off of that bandwagon. So then stereo that my dad got for free from a friend. If they were just gonna throw it out, it's a Panasonic SA-PM22. It has a CD and a tape deck in it, but the CD tray doesn't work, and I don't use the tape deck. I just use it's got a RCA left and right in, and I have a cable that goes from that to a 3.5 jack on it. So I just use that for running audio through it, and it came with a remote, which is pretty sweet. So then right there, just got various documents that I keep on hand. Then my airsoft gun, the battery for this laptop, which I keep out of it so that it doesn't ruin the battery. Then just various magazines and a document or two. So then the computer itself that I use. So then, zoomed in a bit there. So then I just keep this up there for a continuous light. It just powers through USB, which is sweet. So then next to that, we've got a various collection of DVDs I made for whatever reason years ago. 1 terabyte external hard drive with run on USB 3. I use that for various backup purposes. Then let's see here, PC games is or at least the ones I have disc for, is Timefall. I freaking love that game. Battlefield 4, loved it until I lost my campaign progress on it. Thanks a lot, Origin, but I still like the game. Left 4, the first Left 4 Dead Game of the Year edition, then Skyrim Legendary edition. Both those are actually, it's pretty funny because these two are Origin, these two are Steam. Then I have a very interesting experience with Steam. Is that I tried an experiment and it backfired completely on me, and I ended up losing access to my primary Steam account, but I gained it back like a month ago, and lo and behold, it remembered all my Left 4 Dead progress, which is sweet. So then behind here we've got a My 5S case, the two albums from Lindsey Sterling, then some dusters, then inside reveal the case, and my battery symbol's already showing up. That's okay, I'm speeding things up here. So then this hill is just spare, it's holding stuff for right now. Not sure what I'm gonna really do with it in the future, but junk that I need to get rid of, yeah, that's all just junk. Then these work in conjunction just to make a stand for my RC car, which is down there raising. It's a fun RC car, but it's just not that good. I need to get one that's better. Plus racing. So, but never mind, forget that thought. I was gonna say something about reason, but forget it. So then soldering equipment, I do know how to solder. One of the first skills I ever actually learned. So then we'll finish up with the wall. So then my fake AA's crew poster, I love that poster. Then you've probably no, you haven't seen these posters yet. These are my card captors posters that I got from an anime store here in town that shut down a while back. So these are beyond collectible. So then my Minecraft PC card, I have played so many hours and that game is pathetic. Steam card, Hot Wheel car, oh yeah, Pro Bowl in 2004 in Hawaii. A neighbor got this. Oh, it was my neighbor or my sister that got this for me when my sister was when she was there studying for, it was some sort of therapy thing. Then that was from a mummy exhibit at our at the museum downtown. Then that's not the Free the Band thing, is something I just stuck on there when I got this, but this is old ass stuff. My Lego police badge ID. Oh wow, that brings back some memories. That is old as hell. It's probably one of the oldest things in this room, actually. So then another RC card. My two other card captor keychain, besides Sakura herself, got Sharon and Maylan Lee. So then the National World War II Museum from Kansas City, went there on a scout trip. That was a great place. So I believe you see those packages that the Sakura keychain came in. Then I've got the Lord looking over everything I do. Wouldn't have them any other place. Oh yeah, then Japanese headband that my sister got me when she was in Hawaii. She went to Japan a few times, which also explains why I have this. It's from the Disney World Japan, and this break just recently happened, which annoys me, but I don't care. The main bucket is still intact. Then I just leave the Christmas lights up there all year round because at times I just need ambient light in here without having the ceiling light on. And by Jove, that is a wrap, and an awful long one at that. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be at least an hour long at this point, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it in any case. What can I say? The older of a geek you are, the longer stuff like this becomes, alright? It's just a small fact of life. Anyway, I think my camera is about to lose battery again. I didn't give it full charge, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, where's that? Oh, you're way too close to my face again. Okay, so I was going over the video movie maker and I forgot I completely skipped over two different things. First of which is, you saw me literally skip over this in the video, but I'm going back now. So what it is my tripod that I use with this camera. It's a Targus TGT-BK58T. Yeah, that's a mouthful. It's not the best tripod. It is a little flimsy in places like trying to make sure stuff doesn't flop in front, like here at the leg joints and right here, especially when this thing is fully extended. But the thing is light as heck. I mean, I think it's made of aluminum because steel isn't this heavy or isn't this light. But so yeah, there's that. Then I also realized that you probably saw these and I didn't explain what those were. So I'm just gonna cover that basis here, and there's one more piece that goes with it if I can find it. No, okay, yeah, I can't find it right now, but this is the list of stuff that I plan on getting from Rooster Teeth. That's all that is. It's a wish list from number one most desired, and so on and so forth. Okay, one last look around. Make sure I didn't miss nothing again. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm good this time around. So, end time.
After all, I gave you something special. Don't you think it's ironic you're the first boy I've ever kissed? 'Cause I'll be your last!